Afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the latest Independent Gyms webinar. Today's is a kind of a meet the brand slash music licensing webinar hosted by the team at Pure Energy Go. We are joined by Andy Pickles and Nikki, who will introduce themselves properly shortly. Music licensing is huge. It's an expensive game if you do it right or if you do it wrong even. So we're looking at ways that we can educate around music licensing, but also look to save money. So Pure Energy Go is a perfect solution for that. On that note, let's hand over to Andy. Any questions, fire them into the comments. Andy and Nikki, over to you.
Thanks, Rob. Afternoon, morning, everybody, whenever you're watching this. So yeah, I'm going to keep it nice and punchy for you. So we are Pure Energy Go. We've been making music and programming for the fitness industry for about 30 years now under Pure Energy. The last 3 years, we turned our attention to just changing the way sort of license-free model work for gyms, in the respect that we know you need to save costs, but you need to retain quality. So Pure Energy Go is a company that programs music with top-level producers, and we curate it for lots of different fitness programs, and Nikki will talk you through that. And we deliver it through a market-leading app. So I just thought I'd kick off and just give you an overview on that sort of thorny issue of music licensing, because it can be quite complicated. So I'll just flick through a few quick screens for you, just to give you an insight. I think the common misconception is, why do I need to pay for music? And a lot of the time, I find that gym owners and instructors don't quite understand what license they need. So in very simple terms, that you do have to pay for music beyond your personal use. So if you're just buying or downloading music, it's for you to enjoy. You can invite me around to your house for a barbecue and we can listen to the music. So you've paid for it, you've paid for your Spotify license, you're streaming it, it's entirely up to you. And that's called the primary use of music. The minute you switch music on in your business, so whether you are a hair salon, a restaurant, or in your case, a gym owner, it's called the secondary use of music, because you are enhancing your product with somebody else's copyright. And there is a law in place that says you have to pay for it. So that is the secondary exploitation of music. So let me just talk you through the different sorts of licenses and what you as gym owners and fitness professionals need to understand. So typically it's broken down into 3 areas. So we know original artist music, which is typically commercially released music. So anything that's out there on major record labels, independent record labels, it's commercially available, the stuff you hear on the radio. If you play that in your facility, it comes with a license requirement. Now, again, there's 2 licenses to consider. If you've just got gym floor, that's your members working out individually, independently, in a gym room, in a spa, you just need a background music license. I'm focusing here on your group exercise side of things. So if you're teaching group exercise, you need what's called a bolt-on license. A core license just covers your background music. So in the context of original artist, 2 copyrights. There's the artist that performed the track and the songwriter that wrote the lyrics and the music. So you need a PPL license and a PRS license. And I've put some figures down there for you. £2.4 and £2.2. So £4 and 6 plus VAT per class. So it becomes very expensive. So just appreciating that if you are playing original artist copyrighted music, you do need both those licenses for your group exercise classes and also for your background music. It's worth knowing as well that this is enforceable by law. So if indeed an enforcement officer walks through your door, there is that chance that you will get backdated quite a lot of months and get charged a 50% surcharge. So it's worth at least knowing the different sorts of licenses. The next one is PPL free music. So this is generally cover versions. So cover versions of well-known songs, but you've got to be careful with this. This has to come from specific companies that are doing it for the fitness industry. So if you are using PPL free music, as the title suggests, you don't need a PPL license, but you still do need a PRS license. And on the right of the slide, slightly obscured by the zoom, let me move it, license-free music. Or we like to call it rights included. So at Pure Energy Go, we produce music and we retain all the rights globally. So if you're a facility, and we have over 100 gyms now using our service, you require no license because we're not asking PPL or PRS to collect that. So that's what you need to understand from a licensing perspective. It's pretty straightforward. As a commercial facility, if you are playing somebody else's music, you are going to need a license. I'm going to ask Nikki in a second just to talk you through how we approach the making of our music and what that looks like from a monthly perspective. And Chris is just going to talk briefly about how he's supporting gyms in onboarding our service. So I've just bulleted a few things there for you guys to be aware of. It is your responsibility. So if an instructor teaching in your space is using the wrong music that's unlicensed, you are responsible for that. I touched on it earlier on. We work closely with PPL and PRS, and we're getting lots of examples now of enforcement happening. We had one gym the other week that's just been £20,000 for not being licensed properly. Again, differentiate between background music and your group exercise classes. You can't have a background music license and use that for your group X classes. It's worth also noting that the music streaming platforms such as Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music, the terms and conditions are that it's for personal use only. So you can't get a personal Spotify license and use it in a gym in the same way you can't have a Sky Sports license and use it in a pub that's for personal use only. Also consider, as gym owners, and Chris will talk a bit about this, it doesn't have to be all or nothing. You could keep part of your timetable with known copyrighted music, and you can use a service like Pure Energy Go for the rest of your timetable. Our music is produced and curated with the activity in mind. So whether that's spinning, whether that's yoga, whether that's functional fitness, we program our mixes to make sure we're optimizing performance for your members. And the final thing I'd say is, if you are in possession of the knowledge, if you do get caught with the wrong license, unfortunately, ignorance is not a defense, as we're finding. So that's a quick overview from me about what Pure Energy does and how the licenses work. I'll just hand over to Nikki now, who can just talk to you more about what we offer our subscribers.
Thanks, Andy. So I'm Nikki, the label manager, and I put the releases together for our gyms and instructors. So every month you will get 4 signature albums plus 6 programs that will basically cover everyone's timetable, or Gym4 based coaches for their functional fitness classes. We range from all the way from Pilates, yoga, meditation, right up to cardio, combat, drum and bass. So we don't leave any genre untouched. So we pretty much cover every single basis, and every month it's funneled and it keeps coming, and we refresh our music so that you guys never get bored, but also find ways to inspire your classes and your gym floor workout. So we give different programs which you can use as almost like a target for different clients. So we could use an album called Tabata, and you could set a Tabata challenge up on your gym floor and have a Tabata month, and it goes faster. Each Tabata that you use, you could go faster throughout the month to increase fitness levels and endurance. So that's just a little example of little things that we offer with our release schedule. We also offer our amazing app, where we have lots of different ways that you can use the music and make it more personal for you and your coaches. So playlists, you can change the BPM, you can even use a crossfade function, which will help you not have any stop-start in your playlists. And yeah, that's a little bit about what we do with our music. Am I allowed to share should I share the app so you can see it? Yeah, right, 1 second. Andy and Chris, let me know if this comes up on the screen, please. Can you see my phone? 1 second.
While Nikki's doing that, Chris, do you just want to explain a little bit about the different packages that you support gyms with?
Yeah. So my name's Chris, and my role with Pure Energy Music is to basically deal with the first contact with the gym, looking to maybe make that transition away from PPL and PRS, and basically get you set up with a trial, and then if you decide to go with us, to do the full onboarding and get all your coaches and your staff ready for the app to roll out. As Andy mentioned before, running an independent gym, you want to make sure that you've got everything set up, so you're not going to get any sudden letters, emails, fines from PPL and PRS, and you're playing by the rules. And it can be very costly to run classes through PPL and PRS. Now, not taking away from what we produce, the music that Nikki was talking about then is fantastic for our classes. It is no way a downscale. All you're doing is you're putting all the music in one place, you're doing it correctly, and you're going to avoid any chances of any serious fines coming your way. The system, the music we've used in my facility now for the last 2 years, and we run just short of 250 classes per month. The transition to getting you up and ready can take as little as a week or two, and we can have you completely covered and set up. We offer a system where we will come online with your coaches. We'll teach them how to use the app, how to program, how to use it more effectively and efficiently in both the background and in the class areas. So it's not just we'll sell you the music and away you go. We will look after you, and we'll make sure that your facility is going to get the full use out of this, and it's going to be a success. Like I said, we've been running it for 2 years now, and the proof is in the pudding. We run out all our classes, all our background music, and it works absolutely fantastic. Packages range based on your class usage. So an average facility tends to come in at around about 150 classes per month. So if you want for a Go 150, that's going to cover all your 150 classes. With that, you'd also get 20 seats. So that would allow you to basically have 20 different logins, so you can provide the app for your instructors, plus all of your support from us here at Pure Energy. If you wanted to bolt on background music, so that core license as well, it's just a simple add of £25 per month per device to get you set up with that. So you can literally cover everywhere: sauna, steam, changing rooms, all your classes for one simple monthly payment, and you know exactly where you are and you're covered.
Yeah, so your total package there, your starting point currently is £50 would cover you for all your classes per month, and then as Chris says, you can bolt on your background music for 85 quid, you've got your entire facility covered. It's a very flexible model, so a month by month license, and we remove all your PPL and PRS costs. Have you managed to share your screen then, Nikki?
I think I have.
Yeah, I can see it now.
And yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. It just wouldn't connect for a second. There it is. Can you see it?
I can't see you. I can see a EL Media player, but I can't see the app.
Is it not there?
Not yet. Do you have to press
Do you
play?
want me to share mine, Nikki, and then you can talk through it?
Yeah. No worries. Sorry about that.
That's right.
Good old technology, eh?
It's weird because I can see it on my screen.
There we go. Everyone see that?
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
There we go. You tell me what you want, and I will do it.
Okay, cool. So this is the initial view of our Pure Energy Go app, which will be used for Group X or on the gym floor or different sections in your gym. So we have all the brand new stuff that which always appears, what you can see moving across the top. So if your instructors or your coaches always want to use the freshest albums, the brand new stuff, they can literally click on that carousel and go straight to the mix. The best of our catalogue is in the Go Play section, and it's the best way to start. So if you just open Go Play, as you can see, Go Hit, that is what I was explaining to you before. So if you wanted to do this month, we're doing a Tabata challenge. There's a load of different Tabatas, all different types of music and different types of speeds. So whether your coaches are teaching your people during the daytime who maybe don't want to go as hard as the evening people, you have a selection of intervals and protocols that you can teach to lots of different clients. So you'll always want the people who want it hard and fast, or the people who want to keep it more in a endurance type state, which will bring the BPM a little bit lower. If you just come out of there, please, Chris. So they're all our signature intervals that you can use as much and as little as you like. And then we have all these different sections. So we have your functional fitness coaches in green. So it's all color coded as well. So the instructor or the coach can get to the right mix at the right, like, without messing on or searching too far. Everything's literally been put into this place. So we have Group X, Strength, Cycle, and Chill. And like I said, these are our best of the best. So we pull all our #1 tracks all into one continual mix. It also has information attached to it. So you can just click on the little body of text underneath the image, click on more, and it tells you what the mix contains, how long it is. And also, if you get to know a certain track and you really like it, you can follow the artist by seeing the track list attached as well. We also have it created in these other color schemes. So we have red for HIIT, purple for mind body. We have yellow for the body conditioning coach. We have green for functional. They pretty much say what they do on the tin. And then we have the gym floor, which is full of radio stations. So this section has different radio stations in that you can play at different parts of the day, and they will just keep playing and playing and playing. So you don't have to worry about it. You can change them at any point if you want to. You press play, you let them go, they'll go through track and track and track, just like a normal radio station would. But at certain times in the day, maybe you want the music to be a bit more chilled. You can scroll down and go to the chilled section. Or maybe you want some chilled music for your changing rooms and the cafe. There's a radio station for different parts of your health club so that you're covered in all areas. To use to help with the use of the app, because it is a new piece of technology, the people that are using it for the first time might not understand where to find everything, and we've made these little tutorial videos. They're not very long. They basically explain how the app works and how to build playlists, how to use it if you haven't got very good Wi-Fi in your center. You can download the music so that it'll always play with or without. It also shows you how to use our basic functions of the music player, how to press play, forward, back, change the BPM and the tempo. And then at the bottom is a third-party project that calls Shift. They're a company that use our music for their signature programs, which is all their choreography. Yet we supply the music for them as well.
Great. Does that give you a nice insight there, Rob?
I'm jumping back on that. Yeah, it does. It's I've seen this a few times now, so I think it's brilliant. I really like what you guys do. So yeah, happy days. I think it's been quite clear in terms of the licenses that we need, and then if they want to avoid those costs, how we can use Pure Energy Go to do that, really. So yeah, been great. I think I've scribbled down a few bits as we go. So I'll just fire a few questions at you. It might be questions, it might be statements. I don't really know where I'll go with these. Thinking first around the initial, like the PPL, PRS kind of things. We've spoke before. Am I right in thinking they're having a big clampdown now on people playing music without a license?
Yeah, the music industry's changed, as a lot of us will be aware. We're all streamers now. We don't buy physical products, and so the challenge for the music industry to make money that it used to do through physical products has gone. And so the industry now looks to maximize on monetizing its copyright in non-traditional areas like gyms. So yeah, there's a lot of clampdown from the industry on illegal use of music, whether that is in gyms or wherever it may be. And also it's interesting to note that the fees have only just gone up. So yeah, the industry is only looking one way. It's gone up to, I think, well, on the slide I said earlier on, for £2.2 and £2.4 a class. So this is not going to go away. It's just going to get a little bit tighter because the industry perceives that the fitness industry is improving its product by using their copyright. So yeah, it's one of those mystery shopper things. At any time there's about 30 enforcement officers. They will just go to Stoke or Leeds or Birmingham, wherever, and go and check up on gyms.
Yeah.
I think with the way the world is now, with social media being so present in our lives and a big part of our advertising, that we are easily seen by lots of eyes. So I've spoken to a lot of gyms that have been caught by playing videos or video in their classes, putting them online, and then obviously PPL and PRS have contacted them saying, you don't have a license. Yeah, I noticed you've been playing some music on some of the videos that you have in your class. So if you are going to use social media to benefit, to try and get new members in, be aware and make sure you've got all your licenses in order, because you're basically advertising to the world that you're playing music in your facility.
Yeah, you're right. You can't hide, can you? So if you've got music in the
No.
background, so even if your members post, that's the other thing. If your members are posting video, like workout clips that has your music playing in the background, that's another way you're likely to get caught. So as much as you may try to avoid it, your members could almost do you an injustice without realizing it.
Yeah, but we all put on our websites how many classes we do, and we make a point of trying to advertise this, because we want to advertise what our business does and how good we are, and this is how we get new members in. So I can literally go on anyone's website, click on their timetable, write how many classes they've got, and do the maths, and that's the bill that you should be paying. You know, it doesn't take a rocket science to do that, and they are doing that. So, you know, if you go, oh well, they'll not know, or I'll just tell them I'll do 5 classes a week, or yes, you can do that, and you might get away with it for so long, but unfortunately, you probably will get caught at some point. And then, do you want that fine, or you're happy just to sort of say, you know what, this is what I want to do. I'm going to play the music and I'm going to pay for it. And we are a great offer or an option for that.
Yeah, I agree. Price increase was going to be the second question I asked, but you've already touched on that, because I heard rumours they were putting the prices up, but that's already been done. So from the discussions we've had with gym owners from last year, or even early this year, the scenario's obviously got worse still for those that are paying those music licenses.
Yeah, there's a review going off of the sector, but yeah, PPL lifted from £1.80 to £2.4, PRS from £1.84 to £2.2. So this is quite a hike, really. So yeah, what was already quite tricky for gyms has just got more expensive.
Yeah, Chris, I don't know if you know, but you're obviously a gym owner yourself. Do you remember what you was paying license fees before you switched to Pure Energy?
Yeah, it was in the region of about £7,000 to £8,000
per year.
Yeah. There's a bit of a grey area when it comes to functional fitness. There's always that argument of, it's not choreographed music, and I was always like, well, it's not music. We're not exercising to music. But again, people on PRS have changed their statement on their website, which you can all go and check out, and it clearly states that any group of people exercising together, whether it's weightlifting, stretching, aerobics, whether there's a virtual or in person, whether it is choreographed or not, it is deemed an exercise class to music. So naivety doesn't work and saying, well, I thought what we were doing was fine. Well, no, it simply says in its terms that's what you need to pay. So an average gym will save 85 to 90% of their music costing. I deal with gyms daily now that there's a guy last week, he was shocked how the difference that we were offering. And it's almost, me and Andy and Nicky, we chatted about this a lot. It's almost too cheap, because when something's too cheap, people don't believe it. They go, well, that can't be right. And then they listen to it and then they see the app and like, surely that's not right. No, that is right. It's a fair price. We could charge more, but I think it's a fair price, and it is very attractive to gyms to move across.
I agree. I completely agree. When I saw the pricing, I thought the very same thing. It's almost too good to be true, but having listened to the app, I use the app when I'm driving, so it sort of replaces my radio a little bit now, which is cool. Right, that's the pricing done. I think the key with this is differentiating between what people expect from license-free music to what you guys provide, and there's a world of difference from that classic lift type music that people used to expect, didn't they?
Yeah, we we purposely make our music so that your classes and workouts get the best of the best. So we're not just producing music, we're doing music in a certain way that increases your workouts and your vibe and your whole feel behind it. So we're enhancing people's performances through the music by carefully using science to put the albums together and make sure that they're right for all the different disciplines. So that's the difference as well between original artist music than music that's purposely been made for fitness and getting the most out of everybody in every session.
I think it's important to understand where the background of the business. Pure Energy is part of a larger group of companies, the Music Factory Entertainment Group. For over 30 years, we've run record labels and publishing companies, and we still do. So all our producers, the guys that we work with, they're all releasing commercial music. We recognized the opportunity 3 years ago to get very well established producers making music purposely in partnership with fitness professionals for the fitness industry. And because we make that music and own the global rights to it, we're able to now provide this service that removes all the costs. And I'm also talking about when you start playing music online and delivering online fitness classes. And as soon as you start putting music on your social media, that goes global. So the background of our business is that we are first and foremost music producers, but we've now turned that towards making music very specifically for the fitness industry. So this is not, I hate the term license free, because that, as you rightly say, Rob, puts you in the mind of that stuff you hear in a lift, whereas we're first and foremost a music company. So we don't use the term license free. We are rights included. We just choose to control our rights with our artists, and then we can provide that real cost-effective service for the gym sector.
Yeah, I agree completely. I mean, I use your, so you used to call it label direct, didn't you? Now you get rights included, so I'm gonna have to change my terminology a little bit now when I'm talking as well.
Same thing, but yeah.
Yeah, there we go. But I think for me, one of the things of understanding what you do is hearing the music. It's hard to, other things you can just check out online, it's having to hear the music. So obviously, Nikki, we've been talking about some, obviously we've got a couple of video clips come through before where we're sampling the music online. Can the guys do a trial if they wanted to get a better feel?
Yeah, anybody can sign up and get a free 7 days through our website. Or if they contact us directly, we can help them in any way of having a go on having it from a gym point of view or an individual instructor.
Yeah, fantastic. So I mean, that's probably summed it up for me. It's a case of hearing the music and understanding the quality. This isn't license free, this is genuine music. So if gym owners can appreciate that and how they can use it within facilities, I think that they're onto a winner there, and I think they'll be saving a lot of money in the process as well. Yeah,
I think it's one of those, I can't believe it's not butter. When you hear our music, it's the kind of music you'd hear if you switch the radio on. And if we can get people over the fact that they have to play copyrighted music, and whether that's trying to get away with it and not pay a license fee or pay the license fee, there is a very clear opportunity here with Pure Energy Go to actually not compromise on music, but make a significant saving to your bottom line with quality music programmed for fitness with all rights included. So yeah, we take away the hassle, but you don't compromise on your quality.
Completely agree. Guys, that's all from me, unless you've got anything else you want to add. If you've got any questions, if anybody's watching back and they've got any questions, just drop a comment in the group. Obviously, I will include details of how to reach out to you guys in the post as well. And on that note, let's sign off there. For anybody who is coming to the summer conference, not the winter conference, that's a little bit further away. The summer conference is on the 6th of July. The guys from Pure Energy Go will be there. They have obviously a space exhibiting, but also doing a talk around music. So we'll be confirming that shortly. But come and see us on the 6th of July or reach out to the team for more information.
Thanks, Rob.
Thank you.